that should be audio live. And assuming that my OBS decided to play nice, all my audio should be set up correctly. Maybe. Yes. Possibly? Question mark? At any rate, changes since last time. I used some of my origin potions to respec to be able to do a metric crap ton of crafting and get my resources back. So I burned through a decent chunk of resources crafting and selling things so that I could drop the weight on all my fun new stuff and still ended up with a tidy profit that's going to very quickly disappear as soon as I can get my hands on more smithing stones, but I don't know how long that's going to take. That said, I do need to come drop some more stuff in the stash because I don't think I did quite enough of that last time. Oh, you know what? I can put away all the little bonus things because I'm pretty sure I'm just using my pen. I put away all the armor. Did I put away all the crafting materials? Probably not. Jesus Christ, I still have so many potions I could sell. And some food still too? Jesus. No. Let's put away most. Of at least the heavier things. Okay, good enough. Where's my door? I am on the wrong floor for that, aren't I? Okay. So I think it's high time in game I swap back to focusing on getting the shield. In some of my running around and gathering materials to be able to do upgrades and crafting, I stumbled upon even more tombs. Jax, no. I literally just brought you back in. Baby boy, I love you very much, but you're doing too much. Go lay down.
I have some spare food.
Okay, no, if you're gonna be sassy right next to the computer, then you don't get to stay in the office. I love my dog, but he can be a bit much. He's been a sassy McSassy Pants lately. Okay, good. So you aren't actually inside the city. Agate hut. Oh, you're not what I was expecting. Hi.
So, you finally arrived. Or is it the two of you? It's a pleasure to meet you. Call me Maggot. I don't like that other name Denholm and his men insist on using.
What do you mean, the two of us?
I don't know, and that bothers me a lot. But I sense something lurking inside you. Something quite terrifying, I must say. All I'm sure of is that you've been exposed to vast quantities of the weirdness and survived. And that's rare. Let's say I have certain skills when it comes to magic.
Me too.
Weird lanterns? Oh, sure, I know about them. That's where things get tricky. I used to know. I had the recipe from my old master back when I was a proper druid. But it's been years, and my memory's not what it used to be. Sold the recipe too. Gave it to a merchant named Alwyn. He's got a thing for druidic artifacts, though you won't hear him bragging about it in public.
No, that sounds like a good way to get Wicker
If you
Man.
want that recipe, you'll have to deal with Alwyn. But don't expect it to come cheap. He guards his treasures like a dragon hoarding gold.
You have a shop? What do you sell? Increases enemy gravity. Oh, you also sell Merlin's Thorn. So debuff. Damage negation. Why would you want to decrease your max health by 25 for 30 seconds?
Yes, the Menhir. It responded to your presence. It reacted to you. And that's unusual. It means big changes are coming to our small Kunacht. Do you know why all those Camelot troops are here?
They want to take the Menhir.
That's right. Unfortunately, they believe that by gathering all the dying Menhirs and placing them around Camelot, they'll stand a fighting chance against the oncoming weirdness. But they don't know. Or they don't want people to know that a Menhir is nothing but a piece of rock, unless it has been ignited by a special ritual. And if they were ignited once, they can be rekindled again. You see where I'm going with this?
I do, actually. You want me to go be Mynheer, savior of the world.
No. I want you to rekindle the Mynheer in Connaught. I'm too old to play a hero, but I can help you become one if you care about things like that. And I, for once, would like to stand on the right side of history.
Denholm specifically told me not to help you. So what's your plan?
That's the problem, you see. I don't have one. The moment the Mynheer reacted to you, I felt something. As if a piece of my brain was trying to tell me something. But I couldn't quite reach it. I suddenly remembered about the Mynheer rites, the ritual I told you about, and that there were 2 scrolls that contained it. But where are they? How do I even know that? That's lost on me. So, it looks like we'd have to take a little trip into the recesses of my memory, literally.
Are you saying that I actually have to dig into your brain?
Well, not literally. As entertaining as that sounds, you won't be dissecting me. I'm talking about a journey into the subconscious, not an anatomy lesson. Just a bit of mushroom potion and poof, you're on your way. Safest option we've got, relatively speaking.
Fine.
I like your eagerness, but I don't exactly have the materials required for this particular kind of potion on me. It's not like I'm letting people inside my mind every day, you know. Here's what we'll need in order to make this thing work. Just grab these and bring them back and we'll see what happens.
Okay, what do you need? Somehow I get the feeling the quest that... No, this is what we need to have. Okay, so you need raspberries and luminous silver dust. Which I already have. Okay. That wasn't hard, I already had them.
Let's see. The raspberries. We'll save those for later. Very nutritious. Perfect for the after effects.
So you didn't need them for the potion at all.
Nutrition is key, my brave friend. I'll make jam so delicious it'll knock your boots off. You'll thank me later. Wait and see. Now, it's time for us to embark on this shared journey into the self. See you on the other side.
Try not to sound so content about that asshole. Okay.
Silly mushrooms. They whisper behind your back again.
Don't love this. Partially because I'm smaller than a stool. Ah! I'm stuck. Oh no. This is my own fault. I love you, unstuck button. What am I supposed to be doing in here? Exactly. Hello, quest? Need to find a way out. Great. Out.
How did you lose your name? Did the fire take it?
Oh, am I about to see what happened at the Wicker Man?
A drink a day keeps the clarity away.
You didn't have a choice. You didn't have a choice.
Did this.
Okay, so the Wicker Man was somehow this guy's fault.
Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! They didn't deserve this! Please! Let them go! Please! Wait! Just wait! There must be another way! Take me instead! Leave them alone! They didn't deserve this! Please! Let them go! Please!
So you're not gonna talk to me. Understood.
Oh, the king himself! I am unworthy. Oh, forgive me. How wretched I am.
Maggot?
Yes, maggot. But I am a worthless maggot.
We're here to help you.
You are here to help? The maggots cannot be helped. The worthless maggot betrayed its family. It ate their carrion. There are no more druids. There is no Murig. What is left is the maggot.
You ate the carrion. What do you mean?
I ate them. The vile maggots ate the druids, then ate Miurig. And now the maggot is all that's left.
So, did you eat them literally or just betray them?
The maggot was born when Miurig pointed to where his brothers were.
So he betrayed the druids by telling Camelot of their whereabouts.
Yes, and thus the maggot was born. The maggot doesn't deserve to live. Would you like to kill the maggot? The maggot doesn't want to live. Miurig gave birth to the maggot. The maggot ate Miurig. But the maggot doesn't want to live. Kill the maggot! The maggot won't fight you. Oh, there you are. It was an interesting journey.
What happened?
Well, we have managed to embark on a journey together. Mine was rather still. I sat unmoving in the middle of something I like to call the Chamber of Memory. Then I saw you. Except it wasn't you, but the power you carry within you. That power had a face. One that no one remembers, and yet I knew who it was. Strange.
So I killed the maggot. What does that mean?
That was you? I was sure I was getting killed by King Arthur himself. It seemed strange that he was there, but my ability to speak seemed very limited. I felt that I wanted to die, which was nothing new, to be honest, but at the same time, I didn't. I put my trust in the king. Now, perhaps I should be grateful, and yet I feel like something inside me has died. Something important. I am Maggot. Purig died alongside his brothers. Please, I don't want to talk about this anymore.
Okay. So, how was any of that supposed to help us locate the Minervites?
It did. Things I'd forgotten. Things I didn't know I knew. It's not a scroll. It's a tablet, split in two. Druids kept one half. Priestesses kept the other.
So, I might already have the half the priestesses kept. Because that might be the thing I got from the Dark Temple where I killed all those priestesses and talked to the crazy spirit lady in the basement. I might... So the other thing that I got from the castle where I got all my fancy armor, those weren't druids, so I don't think that's the other thing I needed to get. So where does all of this leave us?
Druid half. It's at Sagramor's castle.
Oh no, then I definitely have it.
I don't know how he got it. He wasn't the best sort. His castle sank a couple 100 years ago. Just grim stories left now. But my master etched his name in my mind. It has to be there.
And where should I look for the other part?
Nianti. She knows. Priestess things. Ailey's too busy, so talk to Nianti. Do you need anything else? If not, then please just go. I need to be alone for a while.
Yep, I already have both tablets. Shocker. See, this is what happens when you explore and ignore the plot. So what sort of grim legends were told about Sagramore
They say
exactly?
he dreamed of becoming the next King Arthur, and did everything he could to live up to the name. Along the way, he encountered 3 witches posing as druids who promised him eternal life. It's likely they were quite powerful, and Sagramore struck a deal with them, because, as I mentioned, one day his kingdom simply vanished from the surface of Avalon. Many adventurers have tried to find his castle. After all, how could such a massive structure just disappear? But, as you can imagine, none ever succeeded. I can only hope you will.
I mean, here.
Now, of course, we need to head to the Menhir. If I've read the notes correctly, the ritual has the best chance of success if we perform it after nightfall. No
Okay.
time to lose. The sooner we start, the sooner we'll rid our lands of this Camelot scum. Now I need to prepare myself, but I'll be waiting for you by the Menhir after nightfall.
Okay. Why the hell would I involve Denholm in this? Okay, that said. Ding dong. I may actually go check in with that priestess lady about the what's-a-do's-it. Because that sounds like a good idea to me. Whee! That's Denholm. I think. Let's just go pester the Minier.
It worked. I can hardly believe it. I mean, I hoped, of course, that the wisdom of my predecessors and our shared effort wouldn't fail, but you know how it is. Something could have gone wrong. Is everything all right? You don't look too well, eh? Hey?
So, it's done. The Minhir is alive once more. This changes everything. The people of Cornot will stay where they are.
I wouldn't be so sure. The weirdness continues to thicken, and the threat of the Red Death hasn't passed. Besides, I still have my orders, and they clearly state where your Mynheer belongs.
I know you have your orders, and I, as a lord, am bound by Camelot's law. But the moment of choice has come, and I stand with my people. I am the Lord of Cornot, and not Camelot. I cannot simply command my subjects to abandon their land.
Of all times, you choose now to grow a moral backbone? Spare me. You are a lord, and it is your subjects' duty to do as you command. And if you defy Camelot, well, I don't think I need to tell you how that will end.
But that's where you're wrong, Denholm. There is one thing even Camelot cannot dispute. Not if they wish to avoid a civil war that would break out if they defied their own laws.
What are you talking about? How exactly is Camelot defying its own laws?
I will lead an expedition to find the Holy Grail. Such is my will.
What? So you've really thought this through, haven't you? Well, if that is the will of the Lord of Kurnocht, then Camelot will have no choice but to acknowledge it. I'll report this to command. They're in for a surprise.
You heard what Denholm said. Camelot won't dare touch the Minhir as long as I lead the expedition for the Holy Grail. Once again, I need your help, and I'm prepared to grant whatever you ask in return.
What do you
People I
need?
can trust. Those prepared to share the burden of this quest for the Grail. I can't command anyone to join me. They must come of their own free will. Otherwise, the expedition is doomed to fail before it even begins. You see, here's where it gets interesting. I've turned Camelot's own ancient laws against them. No one can dissuade the Seekers of the Holy Grail from their sacred mission. That means all orders are effectively halted until I return. With my shield, or on it. It also ensures that the people of Kurnocht have the right to remain on their land until I'm back. Which, of course, means I don't have to return at all.
You want to leave Kurnocht forever?
I don't, but perhaps I should. A lord's worth is measured by the respect of his people. It is time I follow in the footsteps of my noble ancestors and do what must be done. If this holy mission can secure peace for my people, then I shall see it through. And if by some miracle we return with the legendary Grail, all the better. My word would become law, and the Minhir would remain untouched. By Camelot's own laws, I could even lay claim to the crown should I wish it, but I don't. My Kurnocht is enough for me.
Who do you want to join you on such a quest?
I would start by looking among the most trusted and eldest members of our community. Our priestess, Niante, possesses unparalleled talent in healing. Her presence would certainly be invaluable on such a journey. Then there's Urfa, a skilled blacksmith who was once a formidable warrior. If not for the strength of his muscles, the strength of his mind could prove useful. You might also speak with Magid. Since the two of you have been through so much together, he may not be thrilled by the idea, but I believe his heart is still in the right place.
What do you think will convince them to join the expedition for the
A
Grail?
sense of purpose in what we're about to undertake. Now that the Menhir is reignited, it no longer matters whether we return with the Grail or not. The people will be safe and retain the right to stay on the land. Each of them must understand that this is about the fate of all Kunart. For some, it might even serve as a chance for a change in scenery. Approach them with kindness. They all have their demons, and I doubt they'll agree to join if they are still tethered by unresolved matters. And whether they agree or not, I will set out for the Grail. I will buy more time for Kunart.
Interesting.
The less attention, the better. Take care out there.
I've worked there since I was strong enough to lift a tankard full of ale. I'd hoped to leave it to one of my sons, eh? Too bad you'll never taste my ale. Best in the... It needs Connacht water, Connacht soil. Without that...
Oh, Arthur wants to talk. Cool. What are we talking about? Did people always hate the druids this much?
No. My subjects were usually well disposed towards them, grateful for their magic. Merlin was held in high esteem by the common folk. Of course, there was mistrust at times, even open hostility, but never like this. Nobody was ever so twisted by hatred as to herd them into a giant wicker man and set them alight.
Okay. Here. Oh wait.
You're back.
First.
I'm all ear. I think this might come.
Woo! Sharpening stones. Lord Yvain is looking for trustworthy allies to join his quest for the Holy Grail.
Beor's fully recovered. He's doing well and making his own decisions. He doesn't need an old man hovering over him anymore. And, well, to be honest, I've been waiting for this moment. I'm proud of him. but you didn't hear that from me.
Of course not.
You've done right by me, so I'll give you some advice. This whole expedition is madness, but as they say, sometimes there's method in madness. And I'll admit, I'm glad these old bones can still be useful. I might not think much of our Lord, but I won't turn my back on him when he needs help. This isn't just about him. It's about our home. I'll do whatever I can for Kuanacht. Tell Yvain he can count on me, even if it's the last journey I'll ever take.
Understood. Although I don't love that the pseudo-father of my sort of in-game husband is, you know, going off on some fool's errand quest for the Holy Grail, but... Okay. So that leads me back to What's-His-Face's house. I want to go back and get... Where is my blue marker leading me? When the dark night comes, the Manir will feast as its flames burn, or warding a man from a beast. But if wicked foes dare, but if a wicked foe dare claw, words. But if a wicked foe dares cross our floor, brave Grandpa will chase it away. Fear no more. I want the teddy bear. Dear Grandpa, Mama, and the priests are taking us to the island asylum. I left my stuffed toy, the one you made me after Dad went to meet the All-Mother. I wanted someone to stay here and wait for you. I know you told me to always keep it with me, but I want to be here for you when you come back from the hospital with the nice lady. Love, Roy. Ooh. I'ma go everywhere the game says don't go. Oh, letter. Uncanny spell scroll. Shadows deepen, night so still. Guide me past this worldly ill. By the red death's grip I shall not abide. Take me through to the other side. Let this body find reprieve. In your hands my soul I leave. Okay, what does that spell do? Uh-oh, what did I do? Hello? So, did I just yeet myself outside of Camelot? Or the city? I mean, I guess. Oh, I think I know what happened. Okay. So, this dude was trying to get out of being locked away by the Red Priests. Created a spell he thought could get him out of it, and it ended up teleporting him into here. That has to be what happened. Okay. That does not help me.
Disturb my peace.
I disturbed your peace? I was just walking.
Have some spare food?
No need for that, is there?
Oh, I see. So what's her lady's lower level?
You're here. Let me look at you. You seem to have recovered after whatever happened at the Menhir. The All-Mother herself must be watching over you.
It's debatable.
Whatever the All-Mother wanted you to see is between you and her. I can only accept and work with the outcome. Besides, I'm more concerned with the impact your little spectacle had on the sentiments in the village. You've given people hope. Only time will tell if that was misguided or what the consequences will be if it proves true. You shouldn't listen to them. I suppose he's right and the Menhir really can be reignited. Then what? This land is dying and barely produces any. Menhir or not, I can't see a future for Kunart. You would need a miracle to survive. Relocation would be the best outcome for everyone.
I disagree.
There is more than one way to spread the All-Mother's grace. Why shouldn't a priestess take part in leading the people she serves? Lord Yvain is in a precarious situation. He needs all the support he can get, and supporting him in this endeavor only benefits the residents of Kunart. Besides, my apprentice Ailey is very talented and can handle all the matters that require a more hands-on approach perfectly well.
You know, she's worried you're not visiting the hospital.
The hospital will manage without me for a little while longer. Ailey is more capable than she realizes.
So whose grave is this?
Here lies Lady Maeve, wife of Lord Yvain Tarion, my dearest friend. The one I couldn't help. You're wondering why I'm here, aren't you? I'm wondering the same. I thought I'd find solace or perhaps even grief, but all I feel is numbness. So you've seen what happened with your own eyes. I shouldn't. But maybe the Menhir's reaction to your arrival was a sign from the All-Mother. Maybe you are someone who can help.
What do you need?
You never asked me whose grave it is. I come here because it's a reminder of how I failed those who counted on me, and I should feel sorrow, guilt, something. The truth is, I lost part of myself long before Maeve was taken. I stand here. I wait for a feeling to appear, and nothing comes to me. Not ever. At the corrupted temple, something happened when I was still a priestess out there. I feel like something was taken from me, ripped from my very soul. And I've been hearing her voice ever since. Lorelia.
I've met her. She didn't speak about you.
And it seems you've only scratched the surface of her purpose. You need to return. Speak to her again, but this time ask directly about me. Who am I to her? Why is she calling? There's something she knows. Something I can't piece together alone. I wouldn't ask this of you if it weren't important. Whatever connection I had to Lorelia, it's tied to what I lost at that temple. If you can find that thread and pull it free, perhaps we'll both find the answers we need. If you want to help me, I need you to go to the corrupted temple. Find her. Find out what she wants from me.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Whatever this is, it has haunted me long enough. May the All-Mother watch over you.
So I don't think she'll say yes to joining the quest for the Holy Grail until I've actually spoken to Lorelia. So I'll be a good girl and go do that. After I make sure there's nothing of interest in this temple. Lock seems to be broken. But I want to go. Let me through. I'm sure we'll come back here once he's got his Grail team. I wonder if you're allowed to, like, what happens if I just ask everyone and they say no because I haven't done any of their quests yet? I wonder if he just ventures off alone. Because if so, that's actually, like, really sad.
Yeah.
But since I'm assuming I'm going to be chasing after the Holy Grail myself next, I actually want him to have a decent chance of success, because, you know, maybe allies? And again, like, the vibe I am genuinely trying to go for with my character is that she's trying to do what's best for the people of Avalon. And I think in her head, getting the Grail provides an opportunity she'd want to at least be, like, giving the option of, oh, Arthur wants to talk to me. Yeah, sure, Arthur, just give me a second. right. I remember getting lost here last time I had to come to this stupid temple. Excuse me, ghost child?
You can see me, hear me. How strange. That's not how it's meant to be. I decide who sees, who hears. Yet here you are, unbidden. Why?
Niante sent me. She says you're calling to her.
Niante, the fractured one. Yes, she feels the void, doesn't she? The emptiness, where her compassion once dwelled.
What is that? What's missing?
What she cast away. A fragment, a spark. Hers, yet no longer hers. It clings to me now, bound in service to the All-Mother. And does she need it? Truly? Compassion can be a burden, a chain that weighs down the soul. I held it for her because she could not bear it. She gave it to me. Because the All-Mother does not abandon her children. Niante's compassion is a spark, a light meant to guide her. Without it, she stumbles in darkness. But to reclaim it, she must prove herself. It is not a gift freely given. It must be earned.
She didn't cast it away.
Is that what she told you? That I stole it like a thief in the night?
Yes.
No. It was her despair, her doubt, that cast it away. I merely caught it.
Whatever's missing, she wants
But
it
she
back.
must prove herself worthy. That fragment is steeped in corruption. To return it as it is would destroy her. Take this. It holds what she has lost. Bring it to the All-Mother's altar and cleanse it in her light. Only then will it be safe to return. Go, and tell Niante this. The fire she extinguished still burns. But only she can decide whether to let it consume her or warm her soul.
Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea! Can I put down an Arthur powwow here? Nope, sure can't. Didn't think so. Well, I do still have to talk to Arthur, because... I am going to save the game, though, with a new save that just says, take it to the altar? Just in case I actually need to take it down into, like, the Abyssy altar at the bottom of that place. But the quest marker didn't seem to indicate that that's what it wanted me to do, so I'm gonna go with no. Spirits could be fun. So much fun. Hey, spirits! Spirits. Listen, I need my ethereal cobwebs. Because I'm gonna need them when eventually the game decides to be nice and let me open these portals. Ah! Come on. Fall down. Oh. Right, I have points available and a memory to talk about with Arthur. Let's have a chit-chat with Arthur. So the All-Mother and her priestesses must have seen some better days.
Like many things in Avalon, it seems. But yes, they used to be quite influential. Sometimes unnervingly so. They had the ears and hearts of the people, and they made them rather bold in voicing their opinions. As you can imagine, we didn't always see eye to eye. That led to some unfortunate confrontations.
Like what?
I couldn't allow people to openly disagree with me, no matter the influence they thought they held among my subjects. The temple's representatives didn't approve of my use of the weirdness during the war, and they made their opposition public. I decided that such opposition deserved punishment.
Silencing voices is tyranny, Arthur.
Sometimes it's necessary. And that was one of those times. In times of war, a leader cannot appear weak, cannot afford to look uncertain. Call it what you like, but war demands obedience, not debate.
Oh gosh, I've really maxed out all the magic trees I actually care about. In practicality, I have the only ones I think I really need long term, but gross.
Have some spare food or coin?
We do need to go up a level.
Aurelia's voice, it's different now. I take it you're the reason for that.
Take this doll. Aurelia says it holds what you've lost.
So, this is it. The piece of myself I've been missing all this time. It feels familiar, yet strange. Deeply corrupted. If it truly is mine, I cannot leave it in this state. If I try to retrieve part of my soul from this thing, it will poison me as much as it heals me.
She said it needed to be cleansed before anything else.
Surprising, considering the things she's whispered to me all this time. Meet me at the statue of the All-Mother. There, in her light, I will perform the cleansing ritual. You've already done so much for me, but I must ask for one more thing. Your presence. This is something I can't... This isn't something I can face alone.
I'll be there.
Thank you. Mother's light will reveal the truth, or burn it away. Are you ready?
Sure.
Then let's begin.
Oh God.
Oh, hello. Are you real, or just another shadow of this place?
I'm pretty sure I'm real.
My name is Nianti. I don't know how long I've been here, but something's wrong. I don't know why I'm here or why I can't leave. I came to the All-Mother's Temple not that long ago, I think. They said I had a gift. They said I had the power to heal. I wanted to use it to help, to serve. But one day something changed. Corruption seeped into the temple, into me. I tried to fight it, to cleanse myself in her light, but I failed. I tried to escape, but I couldn't. And now I'm here. That can't be the whole story, can it?
You escaped Kunacht, but not whole. A part of you that feels compassion was left behind.
That can't be true. How could I serve when I'm trapped here? How could I help anyone when I'm incomplete? Tell me, what's left of me out there? Is it enough?
It will be, if you come with me. The gift of healing people. You have the gift of healing people and you're needed.
Needed? Maybe that's true if I still have the power to heal, or perhaps my purpose isn't lost. Perhaps I can still serve. Thank you. You've given me the clarity I've lacked.
I probably wasn't intended to be attacked by undead right after. Hello?
So, this is what it feels like to be whole again. It's strange. Like I've been walking in a fog all these years. Blind to what I'd lost. And now, the light is so clear.
How do you feel?
I feel as I always should have. Compassion, care, hope, all the things I pushed away out of fear. They were never weaknesses. They were my strength.
So what do you do now?
First, I will return to the people of Kunad. They deserve the priestess I promised to be. Not the bitter shell I became. You have done more for me than I ever could have asked for. You reminded me of who I truly am. For that, I will always be grateful.
Grateful enough to join the quest
No,
for the
you
Holy
didn't.
Grail?
The All-Mother guided us both. But now it's up to me to carry this forward. Thank you. Truly. There is much to do, but this time I will face it with open arms and a whole heart.
Okay, Neonte. There's something stapled to that tree. Hello, tree. Little tree, grow no more. Forsake your wish to climb, for troops will come from Camelot and cut you in your prime. Stay leaner than the pickets that make the garden fences, lest you invite Camelot's aid and bear the consequences. I don't know who's writing sad slant poetry on trees, but I'm not happy about it. It seems mean and largely unnecessary.
Have some spare food or coin?
Huh? Are you hanging out at the hospital now? I think you might be. You know, talk to me. Lord Yvain's looking for trustworthy allies to join his quest for the Holy Grail.
I'm the one who suggested it. It's the only way to get Camelot to hold off moving the Manir. Yvain can count on me. After everything that's happened, I see now that this is the right path. Tell Yvain I'll join him on this holy mission.
Neat.
Go with her blessing.
So there's that. I suppose I might as well go actually talk to the people in the infirmary too. I've been putting off hospital quests, but as I'm now apparently trying to convince people to go on a quest for the Holy Grail, I should probably
Weakness from age. I'm afraid that's something none of us can escape. But even as we grow old, our strength can still be nurtured with care. This herbal brew strengthens the body and clears the mind, but only when used regularly, alongside proper effort, exercising both the mind and body. Here, take the recipe. If your friend seeks a quick fix, this won't satisfy him. True strength comes from consistency, not shortcuts. Please, remind him of that.
I will happily do that. What do you have for sale? Nothing I don't already have. Noted. Okay. You. Corvin? Corvin. No. You! Wilbur.
You're helping that jailer with the weird face, are you? Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful, that's for sure. I want to go to my family.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Everyone treats me like some old fool who doesn't know what he's talking about. I can see what everyone around me is plotting. I'll remember all of this. You hear me?
What about your family?
They live in the lower district. I'll go to them, but that cursed wench won't let me leave.
She said that your family's gone. Taken to the island asylum?
Bollocks. There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's times.
Sorry.
I bet she's the one.
What world are you living in?
With all that nonsense, eh? Don't listen to her. You can tell right away that nothing good comes from her. Good folk don't end up twisted like she is. Oh, is that you, Roy? Have you finally come to visit your grandpa? What took you so long? I remember you wouldn't go anywhere without it. But I see you're all grown up now, so it's probably long gone.
I still have it. I found it when I broke into your house. I mean...
You remember to always have it with you. Do you remember why you got this plushie? I'm not sure if that's how it was, but maybe I've got it all mixed up. Anyway, tell me, do you still remember that little rhyme I wrote for you? When the dark night comes, the men here will feast. All right. And what about the next verse? But if a wicked foe dares cross our floor,
It's either the first or the second one, and I honestly can't remember.
do you really think I'm just some mad old man? I can recognize my own grandson. I've seen through all of you. I hope every one of you gets what... That's it. Goodbye.
Okay, so I picked the wrong option. So I'll reload, because I want to help this poor guy. But to do that, I do also think I need to actually, like, take a screenshot of the stupid poem, because I'm not going to remember it all by just pure memory. Nope, 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 nope. 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 That's the tree note. Uncanny spell scroll. Letter. Nope. Okay. Fine, 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 fine. Okay. Load game. Let's just click through all the things. Leave. Okay. Quick save.
Your help, I head out. To me, at least they don't have mutants poking at them. That damn weird spawn girl. They live in the... I'll go to them. Bollocks. I bet she don't listen. Good folk don't end.
Okay, let's try this again.
Is that...
Yes, it's me.
What took you so long? Did you... I remember you wouldn't go anywhere without it. But I see you're all grown. Oh, you remember to always have it with you. Do you remember? I'm Anyway, when the dark... All right. And what about the next verse? But if a wicked foe... Do you really think that's it? Good.
Okay, but the option that it actually wanted me to pick wasn't there. Excuse me, sir.
One more. Anyone could. That's it. Good.
Okay, so you're really only gonna do anything if I convince you I'm your grandson.
What took... But... Oh, you remember... Do you remember... Anyway, when the... All but... Do you really... That's it. Good.
Okay. There has to be. Because the thing is, I'm technically answering his little quiz correctly. Yeah, it's genuinely Brave Grandpa will chase it away. Fear no more.
Oh. What? But... Huh? You do you... And when the... All but...
So there is technically no perfect option here because the actual end of the letter says, Brave Grandpa will chase it away, fear no more.
Do you revive? That's it. Good.
Okay, well, that's all I can do.
Damn it. I know you. I can't run this hospital or... Someone with money, preferably. I won't lie. Someone who can supply us with ingredients. At one point, I even considered asking the Red Priest, and I thought about Orwin and the Merchants' Union. But I can't abandon the patients just to have a long discussion. What doesn't she have against them? First, she abhors the doctrine, and then it's all about politics. She says the influence of the Red Church is undermining the position of the All-Mother on Avalon.
Well, she's probably right about that.
Maybe people just turn to whoever is willing to help. If the priestesses aren't enough, someone has to step in.
But the priest's methods are questionable.
I know. That's why I'm hesitant. But some of them are also quite innovative. No one can deny that their research into the Red Death has led to real progress in medicine. I suppose if I were ever to run a hospital with one, I'd have to make sure they don't get too ambitious.
I could talk to someone
do
for
that?
you.
For me? Why? I just told you the hospital has no money. I can't pay you for your efforts. That's very noble of you. Thank you. Even if I've been alone with this for so.
Okay. You.
Do not be afraid.
What exactly happened?
A handful of Camelot soldiers, myself among them, were chosen for a special mission under the command of the Red Church. The priests sought an artifact said to be hidden within the toll house at the border. Yet, what we found was far more precious. Blessing and peace. None returned but me. It was then that I received the gift.
This sounds super sketchy, but I am nothing if not my brother's sister. I love bad ideas in video games. I'll receive the gift of hollowness, sure. What other eldritch horrors can I form pacts with?
So it is decided. This brings me great joy, sister. It will take but a moment. You will feel no pain. Now, go to the place where I first set foot on this path. Soon, you will be reborn.
Great. But, before any of the rest of that, again, I still need to try and convince Maggot to join Lord Yvain on his quest for the Holy Grail, because I want to be able to interact with Grail stuff, or not Grail stuff, shield stuff, and presumably I need to actually be done with this place to be able to do that. So off we go to go talk to Maggot. Maggot, friend, you're needed for a quest for the Holy Grail.
Really? What for? The Menhir burns beautifully. Nothing bad can happen now.
He says it'll stop Camelot from moving the Menhir.
Ah, yes. That makes sense. I can see it now. And he sent you to me. How unexpected. But honestly, I'm not worthy. And I don't think I ever will be. What use is a scatterbrained pseudo-druid who's been abandoned by Mother Nature? I'd just get in the way. Or worse, I'd put everyone in danger. The maggot inside me is still strong, I know it. That's why I have to stay here, to protect others from its influence. Tell Yvain I'm sorry. I'm honored he thought of me, but I can't join this expedition.
But I got everybody else. Fine. I probably chose wrong when I was deciding what to do with the maggot in the little quest for you. That's fine. It's fine. Not angry. Just disappointed, maggot. All right. Time to go tell a guy I've done all the things I can do to help him in his quest for the Holy Grail. And that clearly I'm going the wrong way. And that clearly nothing is going to go wrong in his quest for the Holy Grail because I'm just the best at everything. Okay. That very nearly ended very badly. Okay. Oh, actually, though, like, there's. I don't think I have anything new to tell you. Nope. But I do have lots of stuff I can sell. You have more sharpening stones. Great. I'm gonna need them. But let's sell the pitchfork and the daggers. And not the spells. This way? I think? Yes.
If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
About the companions for your journey.
What news? The people I told you about. Have any of them agreed to join me on the quest for the Holy Grail?
Yeah, everyone but Maggot.
Well done. Naturally, I would have preferred to bring them all, but two will make fine company. Perhaps along the way, we'll meet others willing to lend us their skills. After all, I can hardly believe you're the only one bold enough to roam the world in search for adventure. You've done me a great favor, so allow me to repay you. Before I depart, know this. You brought change to Connacht and earned my deepest gratitude. Let my repayment be the blessing my lineage received from King Arthur himself.
Wait, I get my shield power from you?
Be the shield that watches over Connacht, as House Terion has done for generations.
I had to physically pull Excalibur last time. You're telling me you're just giving me shield powers? Talk about anticlimactic. Yeah, no, I was literally just given shield power by just a dude. The fuck?
I am his oath, the weight of duty that shields the faithful.
Sure.
I am the wall between order and ruin.
Okay, now what do you, glowy voice, have to say about Arthur?
He was the shelter against the storm. He was the vow unbroken, the bulwark that stood when all else fell.
Well, there's only one more soul fragment to get.
You can't just allow for things like that to happen. Not ever again. Not when the kingdom is beginning to find its way. You're the king, and that comes with a whole lot more responsibility. You can't let people like Merlin do what they want, even if their intentions are pure. You must see the danger now.
The memory of Seawall is my burden. Harder to bear than I'd like to admit. But I've realized that his story is what happens when power answers to no one.
Then do something so that a tragedy like that never happens again.
Palamedes, you've always spoken your mind, even when I didn't want to hear it. You've stood beside me through the darkest days and fought not for glory, but for Avalon and its people.
I have done only what I believe was right, nothing more.
Yes, and that made me realize that Merlin was wrong. The legacy I leave won't endure through the legend of a single man, whether it's me or anyone else. I decided to give my sword to the Horns of the South, to bind them not to me, but to the people. But Avalon needs more than that. It needs structures, memory, and resistance to corruption. It needs the foundation of something greater than any one of us.
A shield?
Yes. One to guard Avalon, even from itself. You've proven yourself time and again, so my shield is yours, Palamedes. Not just to wield, but to become. Let your bloodline anchor what my reign could not.
And you believe I am worthy of such a responsibility?
I will not fail you, my king.
Don't carry this burden for me, Palamedes. You never have. Carry it for Avalon. And may your name be a blessing upon this land for generations to come.
We have a bonfire in here? Oh, from the last time I talked to Arthur in here. Yeah, that would do it. The lines of the second poem question are in fact worded bad. The one that says Evermore is the right one. The problem is that you were picking the wrong option for why you were given the doll. Well, it's fine. Let's see. Do you think Deontay truly wants to help the people now, or is it just guilt?
Does it matter? As long as the result is the betterment of the people, what difference does it make? Guilt is a powerful motivator, and a useful one at that. My sisters taught me that, time and time again.
What do you think about Yvain's decision in the Holy Grail?
It is a bold decision, and I am glad he finally made it. It was wise of him to invoke the old laws. Camelot will not dare to break them, and the men here will remain in Kuanat, at least until the lives of its people are in immediate danger. It's an ancient law I established myself. It is good that he is not going alone. I honor the courage of those who follow him, although none of us can say if they will return. Even if Yvain does not return, his actions will be remembered. Of that, I am certain.
I leveled up. Oh, no, I didn't level up. I just got more King Soul points. Okay, what does the shield do? Activating King Souls creates a blast of energy dealing damage around me. Cool. Nope. 100% more King Soul. When you use King Soul, your damage increases by 50% for each enemy killed. That could be fun. Create another blast of energy when the King Soul ends. Enemies take an amount of damage you have dealt to them when using King's Soul again after it ends. That's scary. Or, when using King's Soul, a weird shield collects 10% of the damage dealt to you when the King's Soul ends. You gain mana shield equal to accumulated damage for 30 seconds. This just feels like turning yourself into a nuke in boss fights, and I'm kind of here for that. Not that I've really struggled with boss fights at all recently. I'm just gonna leave this bonfire here. Oh. Hello.
Now I understand. The shield isn't an object. It's the bloodline itself. But I also remember the shield was meant to resist. Not enemies, not blades, but corruption, compromise, cowardice. Palamedes understood that. Nothing I've seen here reminds me of him. Nothing resembles the kingdom we were trying to build. Lord Yvain, a joke of a man. A mere shadow of his ancestor. Not worthy of his title, nor of leading his people.
You know what, Arthur? Like, aren't you being a little bit harsh?
I tried to build something lasting. Something that wouldn't depend on me to survive. I distributed power, tied it to oaths, not blood. Gave regions autonomy, left behind symbols to bind them. But what we've seen so far, that's not a kingdom. That's theater. People playing at being lords and commanders, taking on roles they don't even understand.
So, You told him Merlin may disagree. What did you mean?
Merlin wanted me to become a symbol. But I realized that one person, one myth, won't be enough. This kingdom needed more. It needed to stand on stronger foundations. And so, I left mementos behind, to serve as cornerstones for various facets of the kingdom. It seems we were both wrong about this.
You make it all sound obvious, but this is a rather complex political situation.
Yes, the situation is complex. But that is precisely the burden of a leader. Complexity does not excuse paralysis. And yet they sit in deadlock, doing nothing, while the world around them fractures.
Okay, so why do you think your kingdom isn't prospering?
We gave our people peace, but they've come to take it for granted. Perhaps those who live without struggle grow soft, and in comfort, they let go of their values. Symbols, without the will to uphold them, are little more than ornament. I named his bloodline the Shield of Kurnacht, and granted them dominion over this menhir, with full autonomy. The land here is among the richest in Avalon. This place was meant to stand as a counterweight to Camelot's rising power.
So, what would you do in this situation?
Turn every resource toward understanding why the weirdness is returning and stopping it. Hiding in Camelot is cowardice. Staying here? Stupidity. But what I would do doesn't matter. This is precisely why Palamedes was made, even if it meant standing against me. All I've seen here is fear. Indecisive men wearing the mask of power. But their power comes from symbols they don't even understand. And when a decision needs to be made, they hesitate. When danger appears, they flinch. Denholm, commander of Camelot's forces, is incapable of acting without direct orders. Yvain, a descendant of Palamedes, yet too weak to stand against choices that harm his people. Their fear breeds indecision. If you cannot choose, you cannot protect. And if you cannot protect, Avalon rots.
But Yvain did choose to seek the Grail. That has to count for something.
It was you the men here responded to, and you who rekindled it. You did all the work, turned the situation into something Yvain could exploit. Without that, Kurnacht would still be waiting. For what? A miracle? That's why I have to come back. Without us, without hands that act, this land just waits and rots. Well, my friend, they still call me the once and future king. Still hold feasts in my name. Feasts won't save them, but action might. We've wasted enough time. Let's move to the Forlorn Swords and find my crown.
No, that's not what we're doing right now.
It's the last hope for this wretched kingdom of ruin.
Yeah, no. That's not what we're doing right away. I'm growing progressively more convinced that's not a good idea. Hello? Hello? Why was I put in the Lord's bedroom?
I should stay out of trouble.
Well, I suppose it might as well serve as my bedroom, considering I
Just
am
passing through.
kind of
Return. Until next time.
Alright, so now we have to start doubling back to all the places I couldn't get into because I didn't have shield powers.
Are you sure you want to do this? You can still back out. Camelot will surely forgive you for this insubordination.
I have never been more certain of anything in my life. This is the only way.
Fine. Do as you will. Look who woke up. You're a bit late, though. You missed the show. Our Lord gave a rousing speech to his subjects explaining why he's going to leave them in these dire times. I'll leave you two. I need to start cleaning up the mess you made, Yvain. And before I forget, some shady-looking character was looking for you. Didn't tell me his name, but said you're old friends.
Great.
Said he'll wait nearby.
That asshole's nearby.
Greetings, friend of our house. What may I do for you today?
I met Palamedes in a vision. You do him proud.
Really? I hope he supports my decision to embark on a quest for the Holy Grail. Although, in truth, it doesn't really matter. I made my decision, and I'll stand by it. Whether my noble ancestor approves or not. Well, and now you are the shield of my people. I trust you will ensure that his blessing is not squandered. I had not considered it that way. I want to give them the chance that Camelot failed to provide, but your words are kind. The story of my family began in glory, and in glory, it will end.
When are you setting out?
As soon as the necessary preparations are complete. With any luck, it won't take much longer. And Sam will assume my duties in my absence. He is my most trusted man, and he is respected by the people. I do not know when or if I will return. Connacht and its people must be ready for either eventuality.
What'll happen when you leave?
I cannot say for certain, but I have faith that Anselm will manage. Truth be told, he's been the one keeping things in order for quite some time now. Since Maeve's passing, I've been all too aware of how much I've neglected my responsibilities. Camelot will keep the peace in my stead, and I can only hope that the people of Connacht will come to trust Denholm and his men. We may not agree on every matter, but I cannot deny Denholm's honor. When I return, it will have to be enough. So, I thank you once more. House Terion is... no, wait. I am personally deeply indebted to you. Because of your efforts, my family has the chance to reclaim the glory it once knew. Farewell.
Alright, where are you, you asshole? Oh, look. Unsurprisingly, it's Caradoc.
Well, well. Look at you. Moving along nicely, aren't we? You're piecing him back together faster than I expected. We're getting closer to the end. And since you've proven yourself so capable, maybe it's time. You should have enough power now to enter his mansion. Here, Go to this place and see if the door opens for you.
Arthur's mansion?
No. If you want to know the truth about the man pulling the strings,
Merlin.
it's time you took a look behind the curtain. It's the house of someone I once called my employer, Orin. The same one whose plans got you out of the island asylum.
So what's in there?
I don't know. We stopped seeing eye to eye on certain things. Our relationship soured.
And that's all you wanted?
No, not really. There's one last piece of Arthur's soul waiting for you. The third artifact. His crown, this time. You'll find it deep in the Forlorn Swords, in the capital city of Dalriata. Meet with Gerfan. He'll either attack you on sight, or explain everything patiently, depending on how he feels about... Well, you'll see for yourself.
No surprises this time?
How would I know? I'd say going into Dalriata territory is a surprise all on its own. But don't worry, they've got bigger problems at the moment than you sneaking off with their sacred helmet.
And after
Once
that...
you're done, meet me at the Charred Conclave. That's where we'll finish this, one way or another.
Okay, bye, Caradoc. Okay. Time to look at my phone and see what spots on the map I marked for myself. Let's see. Photos, 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 photos. So there's a stone altar. But I don't actually know that I can get past that yet. Oh, there's this, the Tomb of Sir Dagonet, which is over here. That seems like a good place to go next. Let's go find out why Arthur pissed off more members of the Knights of the Round Table.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Okay. So we're gonna go over here. Oh. Let's check and see if Arthur does actually want to talk. Nope. Perfect. Bye. So place bets. Does this Knight of the Round Table like Arthur, like Lancelot did, or hate his guts? Because honestly, at this point, it's kind of a coin toss. Hello, I am a sentient shield. Open the door. Well, bare minimum, something's not happy that I'm here. Ow. Ow. Okay, given how many traps are in this place, where's my healing spell? Perfect. I mean, that doesn't sound great. Ow! Let's see. I'm going with this is probably not going to be a knight that's going to be happy to see someone show up with King Arthur's soul stapled to them. I feel like there might be some animosity here. Oh, fun. Ah, no! Ow! Fine. That's probably gonna put me back at the beginning of the stupid crypt, isn't it? No. Okay. Whee! Okay. Oh, hi. Heck you, evil painting. So I have a new thing to be irrationally angry at in this game. Why is the music just getting louder? definitely not an actual wall. I'm gonna go deal with that in a second. Okay. Definitely not an actual wall. I'm just gonna... I don't love that the music abruptly stopped. That's probably not a great sign. If you're reading this, it means you've returned, Arthur. And if you're here, it means you plan to give us the same fate that was given to you. Drag us into yet another war for Avalon, one we've no chance of winning. So best of luck to you and safe travels. I, Dagonet, hereby declare that I fulfilled my oath and wandered off in an undisclosed direction, so you can't rouse me from eternal sleep. Let this be my final prank on you, once and future king. Not that you ever had much of a sense of humor. Oh well. You'll have to live with this one. P.S. You can take the armor. I left it here for you. The bones, leave those. I have no idea whose they are anyway. Well. Oh, you again.
You don't look too pleased. Did the trickster play us for fools?
So when do I get to... Knight Dagonet left a note. Seems he wasn't too eager to serve Arthur again.
You've seen it for yourself. He wasn't your average knight. He was always praised for his cunning and his devotion, both to his fellow knights and to the realm. But he was also a clever man, always thinking ahead. I suppose one lifetime of battles is enough for some. If he wishes to be left in peace, who are we to deny him?
So when do I get to meet the other members of the Royal Geographers?
I've been dreading that question. I won't lie. You've already met them all, I'm afraid. I'm the last. I'm the last remaining member of the guild, and have been for the past 100 years. Well, until now. You can see why I was so excited for you to join.
You're over 100 years old.
A long life is a gift the wordness grants to many, but to me, it's been even more generous than most. Maybe I'll live only as long as I'm needed, or maybe longer. Whatever the wordness wills, I'll accept it, like I always have. It's a bit more complicated than that. The wordness is our fears, our desires, and the mark we leave on this world. It can be whatever we wish it to be, and we can become whatever it chooses to make of us. We are part of the wordness, and it is part of us. It shapes us, yes, but we can shape it in return. Not as well as the Foredwellers once could, but perhaps all we need is time. I was brought into the guild by Eleanor Dunn, a royal geographer who found the one dearest to her soul among my tribe. She lived among us for many years, but when her beloved became one with the wordness, Eleanor was allowed to prepare her body for the last rites, yet never truly as one of us. My people accepted their bond, but never her. So she left, and I followed her, as a good daughter should, even if not by blood. I met a few more members as I traveled with her, but over time, they grew fewer and fewer, until only I was left. But as long as one of us is still alive, so is the guild, and I won't let my second family be forgotten.
Fair enough.
Another night still waits in the mist.
Next place I need to go is up over there. Let's see. This way. Here. I need to do the weird tower next. Oh, Arthur, do you want to talk about your friend that doesn't want to see you?
A truly fascinating man. He started out as a court jester, but it quickly became clear he was quite skilled with a blade as well. At first, I suspected he might be a spy for an enemy kingdom, but after he saved my life one day, my perspective changed. Of course, he still could have been a spy, but I decided to keep him close and watch him carefully, just in case. In time, though, he proved to be a loyal companion. He earned my trust, and without hesitation, I knighted him.
So what do you think of his message?
Well, it didn't surprise me much. That was Dagonet through and through. He always spoke his mind, caring little for what others might think. Even when it was my judgment he questioned. Only he and Palamedes ever dared to speak their minds openly in my presence, without fear of giving offense. Dagonet was decidedly less diplomatic than Palamedes, but it was precisely that honesty I valued in them both. Besides, from the start, I dare say, he even managed to make me laugh one last time.
Woohoo, more stuff to sell. Well, I suppose while I'm here anyway, I might as well use fast travel instead of running the, remaining 4 feet. Where did I say I was going? Over here.
Be prepared for anything.
What? Oh, fuck. Hi.
You're nothing but...
Pretty sure. Yes, this way. Hello, I'm a sentient shield. Let me in, please.
Greetings, my king. If you're seeing this message, it means Caradoc has fulfilled his task, and the wheel of destiny has begun to turn. I am Orin, your majesty's devoted servant, and the apprentice of your friend Merlin. Nothing would bring me greater joy than meeting you face to face. Alas, that must wait, for our paths have yet to cross, though I hope it will be soon. In the meantime, please treat my home as your own. Make yourself comfortable. Rest from your hardships, and seek the knowledge you acquire. And you, brave vessel, remember to heed your lord, King Arthur, now and always.
I don't trust that as a message. I mean, I do actually heed what Arthur tells me. I just don't know that, like, blind devotion to Arthur's wise. I think Arthur's made a lot of mistakes, and I think he's gone more than a little mad with power. Something I think your master, Merlin, likely encouraged. Let's do the first floor first. Oh, there's not friendlies here. Great, love that. I should have known better than to think, like, that this place was going to be mostly friendlies. I know video games better than that. But here I was thinking the game was going to give me, like, another free house. Orange Journal, Part 1. Of 3, apparently. Today, once again, I was asked to summon the king. They claimed that civil war was reason enough to bring Arthur back, to restore order. All of my arguments were in vain. I warned them. The more often we wake him, the worse his state becomes. Naturally, the Knights of the Round Table were quick to remind me of Merlin's binding oath, that when they call upon me, it is my duty to summon the once and future king. So I did as they commanded, and yes, it's true that Arthur's appearance struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. No surprise there, Arthur no longer resembles who he once was. He appeared as little more than a twisted heap of flesh, unable to speak, growling and waving his fist. Thankfully, that was enough to crush the rebellion before it could take root. Afterwards, I spoke with Lancelot. He agreed that Arthur's summoning must be halted, at least until I find a way to bring him back in his true form. Personally, I believe Merlin's method deserves a second look. It was he who instructed me to call upon the king according to aspects suited to the crisis at hand. It's hard to accept the idea that my master may have been wrong, but I know the nature of war and how quickly decisions are made when blood is on the ground. Perhaps he missed something. Perhaps he didn't have enough time to weigh every risk. Tearing a soul apart is powerful magic. It should never be done in haste, and yet he swore he had no choice. The only difference is, I have time, and I intend to use it. Merlin being wrong about something? Nah, that'd never happen. Okay, I did say first floor first, so we're not going up the... Nope, I guess we're going down the stairs. To... jail? Happily take sharpening stones game. I am actually kind of low-key mad that... And yes, I agree, now that I've seen more of the room, it's more like high security, like restricted area of the library in Harry Potter, but... Can you blame me for seeing door and, like, metal door, ghosts, and assuming prison? Oh, so we're skipping some things. I found part 3 of the journal before part 2. I won't lie, my workshop, hidden deep within the weirdness, serves its purpose brilliantly. Caradoc tells me that the knights have tried summoning me more than once, but their calls go unheard. Good. I've had time to reflect on Merlin's methods, and I've come to believe my master made one critical mistake. As difficult as soul-splitting may be, it's still possible, but the summoning that should have drawn on all fragments of Arthur's soul, not just the aspects we happened to need at the time. When the knights needed Arthur the warrior, they called upon Excalibur. When the Dalriada stirred, we reached for the crown. Oh, why? Why, Merlin? Why did you ever think that was a good idea? What made Arthur who he was the fact that he was whole. We cannot treat his soul like a tavern platter, picking only the cuts that suit our appetite. Poor Arthur. If only I'd thought of this sooner, perhaps I could have spared him so much suffering. I know my master feared that that merging Arthur's soul with the essence of the Four Dwellers, or rather, by awakening what was buried deep within him, we'd created something too powerful to return to its original form after death. Yes, I agree. The risk was immense, and his body too ruined to host such a return. But, after consulting with Caradoc, I believe I've found a solution. What if we could free Arthur, the Four Dweller, locked away beneath the island asylum? If I can convince the Red Priests to begin experiments that strengthen the body and mind through the weirdness, perhaps we can create a vessel strong enough to carry all the fragments, one capable of pulling them home. I'll ask Caradoc to scatter my writings across the asylum. Let him speak with the Pope, let him explain the weirdness. As pure potential might... the weirdness as pure potential might just cure the Red Death, and that their research should follow this path. Soon, my king, we'll meet again, and I'll restore you in glory and delight, even if I die trying. Oh, that doesn't bode well. Hello? You don't want to talk to me. Okay, understood. I probably need to actually find all the journal fragments before you'll actually speak to me. That would make sense. Alright, to the upstairs then. I do kind of resent the fact that I accidentally did plot, though. Nope, not a journal. Nope. Okay, journal part 2. Where are you? really, where is the second part of the journal? Okay, where the fudge is journal to? Excuse me, Orin, where's your second journal? Alternatively, do you just want to tell me what the second journal says? Like, logic, instinct, and reason would say it's in this room somewhere. So there may be a secret double basement dedicated to worshiping a murder god that it could be in, because apparently, because experience has taught me that people named Orenberry tend to have those. I mean, we can look. I just feel like I also have a quest to be in this place, and that might help redirect me to the thing. I don't know. I feel like I should have a quest to be doing things in here. Let's look for secret double basements. To the basement. There it is! Okay. Part 2. There's been a shift among the Knights of the Round Table. Today, yet another Lancelot came to me, demanding I summon the king. Once again, my arguments fell on deaf ears. I told him it's too soon. I still don't have a way to restore Arthur in full. He doesn't believe me when I told him the state the king appeared in last time. But I was bound by oath, and so I obeyed. Arthur returned, broken beyond use. Couldn't support the knights this time, could barely remain upright. Palamedes died on the spot the moment he saw him. His heart gave out from utter shock. Even Lancelot finally agreed with his predecessor. The moment we left the resurrection chamber, the rest of the knights went off to plan their next campaign. A stranger ran up to me. It took me a moment to recognize him. Caradoc, my old friend, the one who'd once agreed to be the subject of the immortality experiment, back before Merlin declared that immortality was no longer enough. I was glad to see him, and even more glad for the idea he brought. Caradoc reminded me of the wording in the oath. I must answer the call of the Knights of the Round Table. But what if they can't reach me? What if they can't summon me or find me at all? Right now, they use a summoning spell to call me into service. But if I can create a space where the spell cannot take hold, they'll be unable to reach me, and so I will not be able to answer. That would give me what I need. Time. Time to work in peace on a way to restore King Arthur in all the glory and majesty he once commanded and still deserves. Now do you want to talk? Nope, guess not. Well, thanks, I guess. Your information's been helpful. Okay, bye. The loophole is literally, sorry, I can't hear you going through a tunnel right now. Yup. Yeah, the answer is literally my cell signal's breaking up. Sorry, can't hear you. Okay. What other places do I have photographs of? There's, oh, it's nighttime. Hello, free spider webs. Okay, so I need to go. I feel like that's where I am, though. No. Ah, Tomb of Sir Gawain. Okay, don't just run off high places, Willow. You can't gauge distance as well when it's weird out. Whee! Bounce. Oh, fuck you again? Don't mind me. You were much easier to kill this time. Oh, but I'm now like massively over carry weight. Arthur. Let's talk. So about Orin. Was he truly Merlin's apprentice?
Might have been, but I don't recall us ever meeting in person. Merlin had many apprentices, and Nimue was the most gifted among them. But even she never spoke in my presence. It is possible Merlin forbade his students from speaking to me. Though why he would do such a thing, I cannot say. But Orin seems devoted to a cause he believes in. It's a refreshing perspective, and unlike any we've seen so far.
What do you think about the knowledge he's gathered?
Honestly, I had hoped his discoveries might help me recover some of my lost memories. Sadly, they did not. I remember what Merlin and I chose to do. I simply thought I could reconstruct the reasoning behind our decision. But it seems even Orin wasn't certain of that. I regret that Merlin didn't share his thoughts and decisions with his apprentices. They might have helped us now, on this journey.
Do you agree with Orin that you should return in your full form?
I'm not ready to answer that question. And I sense the final decision won't be mine to make.
No, that's probably going to be my choice.
More important than you think. And our fates are bound together to the very end. In the end, Orin's opinion may not even matter.
My spell power is just absurd. And so is my mana. Like, I don't ever run out of mana, ever. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna identify everything. I might as well. Okay. So we do absolutely still have to run back and do that, do the other tomb. But first, I want to actually return to Kunacht and throw stuff in storage. That was some fun animation tearing, getting to the point that I could actually watch myself walk around with world's jankiest walk animation.
Spare a coin for the hungry.
Excuse me, sir. Before I put
Hello
stuff in
again.
storage. Oh.
Weird lantern recipe. Now, if that is all... Save lives, you say? I may be a bit... Very well, you'll have the recipe. But only because I... She is? That's interesting news. I thought it was funded by our brave Camelosian army.
It's run by Camelot, but Lord Yvain appointed Niante as the head of the hospital.
In turn, dumped the entire responsibility
onto her poor apprentice.
Yes.
That sounds like a complete disaster of mismanagement. Still, with a bit of risk. That said, a hospital doesn't exactly strike me as a lucrative. When I invest, I expect a return. And here, I just don't see it. That's true. But in Connacht, people would sooner dig up their grandmother's miracle recipes than I need some concrete ideas.
Oh, I love this option. Treat the locals for free, but charge the Camelosians full price.
Don't let Legate Denholm hear you say that. Well, at least not until we've made it happen. With how people feel about Camelot, a move like that could make the Merchants' Union popular enough to topple Lord Yvain. Not that we'd actually want to do that, of course. I can see you've put some thought into this. I can't stand when people pitch me a business opportunity and expect me to figure everything out for them.
So you'll invest?
Not just me, I hope. We'll need backing from the rest of the Merchants' Union. Start with Bonksy and Osmond. Get them to join in. And talk to Erwin, since we'll need an alchemist. The more support... If it's quality you...
I don't really seek your quality inventory. I literally just want to sell you all the stuff that's weighing me down. Like this Gladius I'm not going to use, and this Burning Axe, and this other Burning Axe, and this Champion Spear, and this Forlorn Axe, and this other Forlorn Axe. I'll keep the Arcanist's bow. That looks unique. And I'm gonna put all the last Jest stuff in storage. Part of my reliquary of old Arthurian stuff. Whee! Okay. You can go in. You can all go in. And now I should have the carry capacity to go poke around in a tomb. As soon as I remember where the tomb is relative to here. So it's other side of the bridge and then north. Oh, it's down there. I see it. Zap. Zap. Oh. Alright, Gawain. Where do you and I stand, Gawain? Found a strange crypt. If I keep moving forward, I might be able to stumble on something interesting. Okay. Goals to eventually return to the Horns of the South to rub your massive collection of Arthurian curios in the face of the museum curator, whose best relic is literally just a dinner plate. Yeah, that is fair. And that does feel like exactly my brand of petty. As I'm sure my brother would tell you. Well, that looks delightful down there. Okay. If you haven't watched Romeo x Juliet yet, Bio, lots of terrible things happen at secret underground trees. Rude. How dare. Hello?
Ah, a visitor. It has been a while since we've had one, hasn't it, my dear Gawain? Will I need to carry the bones of my only companion to his resting place today? Or could it be that this is the day when our souls are finally laid to rest?
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
Apologies, Wanderer. For a very long time, the good Sir Gawain has been my only company in this place. As much as he was once known for his sharp wit, time and decay have taken his voice from him. I've grown used to our conversations being one-sided. I hope you'll forgive me if I slip into old habits.
I mean, as long as you don't care if I talk to the ghost in my head.
I am Sir Bertilac, Wanderer. I keep watch over the cursed, restless sleep of dearest Sir Gawain. He is dear to me now, but long, long ago, I thought little of him. An honorless, arrogant whelp he seemed to me. But when I struck him down, and saw him look up at me in quiet wonder as he drew his last breath, I understood then that we were the same. Both tools in the hands of those with power, afterthoughts in the games they played.
Those with power? Who do you mean? I assume Arthur and Merlin.
The endless, hateful dance of a pair of siblings so alike, they were a mirror of each other. The Lady Morgaine had me believe I was meant to cut short the reckless, unruly ways of her brother's knights, to prove he let them act without honor. She said she only wished to be heard. But as I sat here, forgotten, I came to understand. She wanted Arthur to hurt, as she had been made to hurt.
So you said Sir Gawain was cursed.
With cunning, with expedience. He was given a choice: die with honor, or live without it. But is a choice truly a choice
if its only purpose is deception. Gawain chose life, yet I struck him down. And in the end, he got neither life nor death. Only suffering. And me... Challenge me, Wanderer. End
You seem like
my
someone
lonely
fire is a good
vigil.
choice to use.
And after I fall, take up my axe. Give my dear Gawain one last duel, and one final death. If you are the one the Lady Morgaine truly meant to punish, then at last we may find our rest. Now, will you fight?
Sure.
So...
I missed. And not only bad things happen at at secret hidden trees in Skyrim. You don't have to be a dick to the Gilded Green. Oh.
Sir Gawain, the knight who gave his life for the honor of his king. He didn't deserve to be forgotten. At least now, he has a purpose once more.
You talk about the first knights like you knew them.
No. I may be old, but not that old. But I was once involved with a man who did.
Caradoc?
He knew the first knights personally. He used to tell me stories about them. Some funny, some sad. I think he missed them more than he cared to admit. But not the king. When it came to Arthur, he had nothing but contempt. And sometimes, that contempt bled into everything else.
Definitely Caradoc.
Oh, so you've met him. Oh, of course you have. I should have guessed. You brought back his majesty, and he is the center of Caradoc's very existence. Ugh, he's such a miserable sod. I'm sure he knows I'm around, but I'd kill for him to just come and say hello.
I gather things didn't exactly end happily.
He's a bitter man, and that bitterness darkened every bit of joy I tried to share with him. We were brought together by a special kind of loneliness. But while I see my life as an opportunity, he sees his as a curse. And he may not be wrong. Our circumstances are very different. Still, I wish I could have made him happy, even if only for a little while. I couldn't, and it was hurting us both too much to keep trying.
There was another knight in Gawain's tomb. He was green.
Sir Bertha, from Gawain's executioner to his protector. There's no need to worry about him. His soul walks Avalon freely now. shining bright. All of Morgaine's darkness has lifted. I'm sure he and Sir Gawain will cross paths again, this time without the shadow of a curse between them. We all want peace, but it rarely comes easily. The knights swore to protect Avalon, and now they have the chance to fulfill that oath. Sir Gawain will find his peace, as will you, and his majesty. A strong king means a strong Avalon, and for that, he needs his knights.
How exactly would that strengthen Avalon?
The wordness is like a web. Without strong threads to hold it together, it tears apart, and chaos follows. Every soul wandering Avalon is one of those threads. But the ones who shaped it, their threads are the strongest. King Arthur and his knights once brought peace to Avalon. Their very presence helps to calm the turmoil, even now. The road is long, but the next tomb awaits.
Have a safe journey. Try not to get eaten. I'd hate to lose my favourite customer.
Whatever you say, Cinnamon Sage. I do actually like him, though. Okay. So before I have to head over to my parents, let me see. There's a thing. Looking at this, I think what I'm trying to spot would then be up here. One of these days, monsters are going to realize to stop trying to antagonize the person that shoots literal lightning from her hands, but until that day comes... There's a troll of some sort over that way. He looks fun to kill, but I don't... Am I like 2 pounds away from my carry capacity right now? Ugh. Okay. Well, in that case... Oh, Arthur wants to talk. About Gawain.
I'd rather not speak of him, but I suppose I owe him that much. Morgaine and I, we shared only half our blood, yet both inherited the worst of our father's traits. Pride, arrogance, stubbornness. I was angry at her for humiliating me yet again. And angry at Gawain for falling so easily into her trap. He was never the perfect knight, nor did he try to be. But he was brave and bold, and he didn't deserve to become a pawn in our quarrel. I should have taken more of an interest in his fate, but there was always something more pressing, until I ran out of time. Although, if you think about it, we did end up sharing similar fates.
Okay, fuel. Fast travel. Back to Kunoct. Again. Ah! No!
Oh, hello there. Ah.
Okay, let's see. You can take the knight's stuff I'm carrying. Oh, did I just sell a pair of pants I didn't mean to actually sell? I probably did. Knight's pants, knight's pants. Knight's pants. Knight's pants. Maybe I didn't. Maybe there just weren't pants with one of those outfits. Maybe one of the knights was just Donald ducking it. Goodbye, 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 goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye. And then, you know what, honestly?
What brings you this way?
If it's...
Also, in all honesty, buy all my mana potions. Like, I'll hold on to the HP potions just in case. But anything that's a mana potion you can have. I really don't need them. Yeah, I regenerate so much mana. I literally don't need them. Truthfully, like, the health percentage stuff I can get rid of too. Sure, that's fine. What even is 75% heal when you keep giving away your health to strange magic people? Yeah, that is true. I do keep just going, here, take my hit points. I don't need them to random strangers. Yeah, percentage heal doesn't do much for me when my max health is like 115. And even that, as an estimate, might be generous. I mean, to be fair, I do also have a feat that gives me an additional amount of HP equal to a percentage of my mana, so I do probably have more HP than I think I do by virtue of the fact that I'm just constantly buffing my mana, but can I open you yet? No? Why can't I open you yet? Okay, so I can't get into whatever that space is yet, which is mildly worrisome, honestly. It's not normal for this game to tell me no. Oh, maybe I get in from... No, this is where I just was, right? I still can't open you? Seemingly not. Grr. Why can't I get in there? So there's something about the stone altar I just can't do still. Well, that may just have to fall into the future Willow problems category. Because I need to save the game. Shield powers activate. And make my way over to Saturday dinner with Mom, Dad, Enu, Sarjanelle. So, until next time, I'll catch you later. Bye.